Okay, so in this question here, write down the next two numbers in the following sequences. So remember now, just look at the gap between them, okay? What do you do to get from 7 to 12? Well, we add on 5, don't we? From 12 to 17, we add on 5. 17 to 22, it's the same, isn't it? So always check between each one. So you can do the same now, add on 5 there, so you get 32. Add on 5 there, you get 37, okay? This one here, let's look at the gap here. So in this case, we're adding on 5 again, aren't we? Does it continue like that? No, it doesn't. So it's important to check each one. Here we can add on 7, aren't we? Here, let's check this one. That's add on 9. This one then, that's add on 11. That's right, yeah. So add on 5, add on 7, add on 9, add on 11. Goes to the next one, then will be add on 13, won't we? Add on 13, because the gap is increasing, isn't it? The gap is increasing by 2 each time. So add on 13, you get 48. And then the gap increases then by another 2, so it becomes 15. Add on, you get 63. Okay, part B, it says write down in terms of n the nth term of each of the following sequences. Okay, now to get the nth term, you want a formula, right? It's going to be like something n, right? And the first thing you do is you just look at what the gap is here, right? What the gap is. Now the gap there is 3, isn't it? Check that it does continue, right? It is important you check. But it is, isn't it? It's always 3. So what you do then is you just write down 3n, right? That's important. If you do that, you're going to get 1 mark, okay? So whatever the gap is, write that next to n, so 3n. And then to get the final mark, right, to get the other mark, what you do is you've got to work out what we're going to add on here, right? Or sometimes we take away. But what you do is, you know, there's a special trick you can play to actually work out what we're adding on. What you do is you go back, right, and you try and figure out what would have been that term, okay? Even though that's the first term, what would the term before it be? And think about it, because we're adding on 3 all the time. Well, if we go back, we actually go back 3, we end up at 5, don't we? So that one would be 5. So if we add on 5, we got the marks. And if you look at this one, it's going up in what? 2s? Yeah? 2s? Okay, so guess what I'm going to write down? 2n, right? And then, as I said, just like before, you go back to work out what the previous term is. Now we're adding on 2s, aren't we? So the previous one, of course, if we go back 2, would be 0, wouldn't it? So that's like 2n plus 0, right? That's what we're adding on. But adding on 0 doesn't do anything. So we just leave it then as 2n, right? We don't need to put plus 0. Okay, there's our answer. This one then, let's look at this. Yeah, can we see we got 5 this time? Okay, we're adding on 5. So guess what I'm going to write? 5n. Okay, and then you've got to go back. What would the one be before it? Well, if you take away 5, you actually end up minus 1, don't you? Okay, so sometimes it can be negative. Now, in this case, this special case here, okay, you've got to watch out for this. What are we doing this time? We're actually going back, aren't we? We're actually taking away 3. Taking away 3. So what are we going to write next to n? Take away 3n. Yeah, that's what we write. Next to n, minus 3. Because that's what the gap is. But you do exactly the same again. What is before it? Okay, now think carefully. What's before it? Now it's going down. So if we go backwards, we're going to go up, aren't we? Actually, it would have been 13 there, wouldn't it? The term before it. And it's a plus 13. So we can add on 13.